All right, guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Left Side View with Rahul and Amitabh. So this is the preview episode. We are going to be previewing the final round of matches in League One, Serie A, Premier League, as well as I think La Liga. So yeah, German Bundesliga is over. However, we do have some news for you guys. Borussia Dortmund have sacked their manager Marco Rosa after just one season in charge. Uh, it does come as a surprise, Amitabh. What do you think?
Yes, was not really expecting this. I was more of the opinion that they would be more prudent in their player transfer and they would concentrate more on that. But again, even we all know how corporates work, and they had to find someone to put all the blame on for the insipid performance this season, and the coach generally bears the brunt of all this, and maybe this is why Rosa has lost his job. Again, the more important thing right now is whom do they replace him with, and I think it was Thursday that they are trying to contact. Let's see. Again, it doesn't cut the deal for me. They have to go for a proven coach, and more importantly, they have to go on for better players now. They will be getting some defensive reinforcements. But then again, was this expected? Absolutely not. Was this necessary? I really don't know at this point of time. But will this fix the problem? Absolutely not. Um, a lot of work needs to go if they really want to challenge Bayern for the title and then do respectively well in European competitions as well.
I mean, yeah. This guy Erin Terzi, he actually came as a temporary guy in charge, interim manager after Lucien Favre was sacked, I think 2 seasons ago. Uh, and now all of a sudden, after replacing someone like, after sacking someone like Marco Rose, they're again going back to an interim guy. It's something that I just can't understand, especially when you take into account the signings that they have made already. Nico Schlotterbeck, Nicolas Zula, even someone like Karim Adeyemi, and the fact that they're going to do something like Erling Haaland. These three players were probably signed, and because the manager also had his, say so. I think he probably approved of these transfers. So now all of a sudden, uh, a new manager is going to come in, and I mean, especially the season has just ended. They've got enough time to go for an actual manager. I'm pretty sure there are managers out there who can do a better job. And actually, even someone like Borussia Mönchengladbach have sacked Adi Hooter, who actually replaced him. So I actually feel like he could go back. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Marco Rose will not be out of offers. Has he done great? I don't think so. But I still don't think that he's going to be out of job for a long time. Um, I mean, yeah, man. The sacking part still kind of makes sense, but if the idea is to replace him with another interim manager, then I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what's happened to Dortmund. Even there are so many other guys in the management. I think someone like director Mikkel Zorc. I think even he's leaving. So I don't know who's running things right now and what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, see, the sacking makes sense if you have a replacement and you have a clear, plan of action what to do. But now, if they have sacked him, then and now they are searching for someone. So again, it would have been better had they looked for better players rather than a better coach right now. Because again, there's only so much a coach can do. And yeah, let's see. Again, Rosa is a good young coach, and of course, he'll find the offers all around Europe to prove his worth once again. Um, okay, so this is the last week in 4 leagues across Europe. Again, a lot to play for, both at the top and the bottom of the table in each of these leagues. So let's start with the Premier League, and let's discuss what will happen according to us. We generally are, I don't know what our success rate is, what, 50 to 60%. So yeah, let's start. Okay. Arsenal against Everton. I don't know how do I put it? sober Everton will be for this match, because I'm sure they must have partied hard now that they have secured their participation in next year's competition. As far as Arsenal is concerned, this is a do for them, and then hoping that Spurs die. So they have to meet their end of the bargain first. They have to defeat Everton at home, which should be easy. Given everything. I think there's just one team that will be concentrating on the match, and that is not Everton. Arsenal should get over the line, quite frankly. Um, yeah, a 2-0 win to Arsenal, but yeah, will they achieve what they have set out to before this week? I have my doubts. Rahul?
Yeah, even I predict that Everton will take it easier. Even Lampard said that some of the players, French players who have not been given a chance, will probably get a chance to feature. And like you said, they've got nothing to play for. Whereas Arsenal will hope that if someone like Tottenham they slip up, then yes, they will want to capitalize. So yes, they'll go for it. But yeah, I think 2-0 victory is kind of right. Yeah.
Just one more prediction for this match. I think there'll be at least one red card. Yeah. The next match, Brentford against Leeds. We all know the kind of predicament Leeds are in. They just have to get a victory and then hope Burnley slip up. But I somehow, and I say this with a very heavy heart, I see Leeds dropping down. I think Brentford will win, and then that totally, negates whatever result Burnley are able to get against Newcastle at home. Because if they don't get a point at Brentford, I think they're just doomed, and I think Brentford will win. So Leeds to go down. 3-0. Right?
Okay. I don't know. Like I still kind of expect Leeds to do something about it. Because like you said, they've got to get a better result than Burnley. These things are like because all the games are played together at the same time. So yes, there is this thing that what's happening or what's the result in the other ground. So those things will come into play. All of a sudden, let's say if Leeds open the scoring, then Burnley will get to know about it. Let's say all of a sudden Burnley open the scoring, then Leeds will get to hear about it. So it will be a real time basis. I think, especially the last round of matches. Burnley playing at home against Newcastle, right? That will also come into the picture. They've got to turn up, right? For once. Like, when are they going to turn up? They've not turned up once this season, in my opinion. Oh, man. 2-1 Brentford. Yeah.
Yeah. The next match, Burnley against Newcastle. I think this match is just mere formality as far as Burnley is concerned, because again, because Leeds will not get anything from the match. And I think Burnley lose too. I think they lose this 2-1. Rahul?
On paper, yes, they'll lose this match, especially with the result that Newcastle got against Arsenal. I don't know, but I still feel like Newcastle can still be caught, right? I still feel like Burnley do have that passion, that they've still got that heart. They're playing at home. I'm gonna go for a draw in this match. Yeah.
Okay, the next match, again, has no consequence, but we just have to discuss it. Chelsea against Watford, and we close out the season with a win at home. 3-0. Rahul?
Yeah, let's see. Let's hope we win at home. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, even I expect a victory. I don't know if it's gonna be like a 3-0 victory or even something like Roy Hodgson's final game in charge of Watford, team that's already been relegated. But somehow I've seen that all of a sudden the teams that don't play well against anybody else, they come to Stamford Bridge and then they. So I don't know. I've got a feeling that they'll frustrate us now. I think it could be even be 0-0 at halftime. and then all of a sudden we score a goal or two, maybe. So, and then maybe all of a sudden, then Watford score one, and it's tied towards the end. 2-1 Chelsea. I
I
can't
think we
Chelsea
won the
anymore.
least amount of matches at home among the top 7 teams.
Among the top
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. So at home, Stamford Bridge has been sort of a curse for us. Okay, the next match, Palace against Manchester United. United need to get at least 1 point, I guess. No, they would need to get more because West Ham have a better goal difference to secure their Europa League qualification next season. But I think they lose this match as well. Against Palace. Palace, they did give a good account of themselves, but again, what happened yesterday at Goodison was actually out of Palace's hand. The kind of atmosphere that the crowd generated, and again, these things. Some of this is destiny, and some of this is we cannot, this is inexplicable. The kind of energy that is created, and you're just stuck, in the eye of the storm. It really has. It doesn't have a lot to do with you. It was all about Everton. Had it been any team at XYZ, they would have. It would have happened the same way. For Palace, it was unfortunate, but yeah, I think they'll be out to prove themselves. That the Thursday result was a fluke, and at home, they'll also end the season with a victory. I think this will be a 2-0 win for Palace. No?
Yeah. I remember, I think Ragnick's first match in charge was actually the home victory, the 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace. The match they won, I think 1-0. Fred scored. I think, yeah, someone like Patrick Vieira renewing his hostilities with a club that he used to hate, playing against Manchester United. It's the last match of the season. I'm going to go for a draw. Yeah. I think the fact that United did not have to play a midweek match as well, whereas, Crystal Palace played such a high intensity game against someone like Everton. Another shout out to someone like Conor Gallagher. I think he's not had a goal involvement now. It's been like 5-6 months now. I mean, the first half of the season he was so good, and all of a sudden he has been anonymous in the second half of the season. Not even starting a lot of the matches now. He usually is on the bench. I'm gonna go for a draw. Yeah, maybe someone like Ronaldo. Yeah, I mean, I read that even Manchester United cancelled their season-ending awards because the players were just too embarrassed, right? Like, who's gonna take the Player of the Season award? But yeah,
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be Ronaldo, I guess. But I mean, just imagine where they would have been had it not been Ronaldo, not been for Ronaldo and his goals. I mean, serious. Okay. The next match, Norwich against Spurs. Spurs will win this quite comfortably, 4-0 to Spurs. But somehow I think it is not in Conte's DNA to win a match 4-0. If it happens, it will happen. But I think he'll be pretty okay once it is, let's say, even 1-0, definitely 2-0. I think it will be, safety first approach from Spurs. But given Norwich's defense, I think the front three of Spurs will create chances. And again, something that has been our, what do I say, Achilles heel. Spurs are just too good at converting chances. So I actually see them, yeah, 4-0, 4-0 seems about right.
yeah, I think we should just do a swap. We should give them Lukaku and the money and get both Son and Kane.
Both, I'll be happy with one. Quite frankly, I'll be happy with one of them.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, like the one team that they did beat, by a margin of more than 3 goals was actually Everton. They beat them 5-0. But yes, I mean, seriously, what a job Antonio Conte has done. They were ninth when ninth choice Nuno was sacked, and all of a sudden, yeah, fourth. Like seriously, the fact that it's in their hands. Obviously, Arsenal played a huge part. But yeah, 4-0. I mean, the fact that they got a point away to Anfield, like that 1 point. They're gonna win, man. Yeah, they're gonna win. Norwich, they're gonna go down, man. Obviously, they're going down, but I'm gonna go for a 3-0 as well. Yeah.
And something that we touched upon, that the live scores will be transmitted to all the stadiums. I think when Spurs start scoring, the news will be all over at the Emirates, and that is when the red card will happen. At least
So
that is
will
what
it
I
be?
think.
So will it be an Arsenal player or an Everton player?
Yeah, see, actually, I think once the news starts flowing in, obviously the chances of an Arsenal player doing something crazy is higher. But I actually think some of the Everton players will be trying, and some of them want to, will want to leave the field quickly. And these are the two prime reasons why I think that there will be a red card in this match. See, for one team, there's absolutely nothing, and for the other team, there is precious little. So as soon as they start hearing that Spurs are leading, and it's no longer in their hands, and they cannot achieve their goals, somebody will lose their head. At least that is what I think. Okay, now coming down to the most important of it all, Liverpool against Wolves at home, City against Aston Villa at home. Um, Liverpool have to better Manchester City's result in order to get the title. Will that happen? I don't think so. Both the teams will win. City to win 6 or 7-0. Liverpool to win 2-0. Rahul?
Yeah.
I think the City. I just one thing. I think the City match will be a celebration for City. They will go all out. They'll score, and then they'll score a lot of hits. Yeah,
So
Rahul.
the I think the aggregate score of the matches between Manchester City and Aston Villa, I think of the last 6 matches, I think it's 22 goals. Manchester City 2 goals, Aston Villa. So they're just gonna add to that tally. I mean, there's so much talk. Philippe Coutinho, who has scored 4 goals, 5 goals against City as a Liverpool player, he's gonna score again to help his former club. Someone like Steven Gerrard, who never won a Premier League title in his whole career, but yeah, he's gonna try to help his former club Liverpool win another title. And then final result: Manchester City 8, Aston Villa 0. I mean, yeah, it's just they don't choke, man. City, they probably choke in the Champions League, but when it comes to the Premier League, they don't choke. It's as simple as that. Even someone like I think Kyle Walker could actually be back sooner from his injury. I mean, obviously they're still going to be without someone like Ruben Diaz, but yes, that hasn't really stopped them, from getting results here and there. I mean, they just beat someone like Wolves, who are now going to be playing against Liverpool. Um, Even Liverpool, I think. I mean, again, I wouldn't really be surprised if Liverpool were to drop points. Let's say, like we said, that all of a sudden they're hearing that Manchester City are winning 4-0, 5-0. Then they would maybe take foot off the gas, right? Maybe all of a sudden in the second half you see someone like Conor Cody, who's actually a lifelong Liverpool fan, maybe score. I wouldn't be surprised if this Liverpool game were to end in a draw, especially if City are just, uh, tearing Aston Villa apart. But I'm still gonna predict a victory for both the teams. Yeah.
Yeah, if that is the case, should we predict a red card in the Liverpool Wolves matches?
I don't know.
No, you know what? We cannot, because red cards are not shown to Liverpool. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Okay, just a shout out to Fernandinho, a player I don't really, care for so much. But for City, he has been an absolute rock at that enforcer role. And this will be his last match at the Etihad. So well done to him. And yeah, a great career at City, the Brazilian. Anything you'd like to add here, Rahul?
No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to League A. Again, final round of matches. One tonight. No, all the matches tomorrow. Um, I think everything is sorted here. There's just this competition for the Europa League and the Conference League between Rennes, Strasbourg, and Nice. Let's see how that develops. PSG are the champions, and Metz, Saint Etienne, and Bordeaux, they have been relegated. And it is actually one of the relegated teams, that is Metz, that PSG will be facing at home. So the last match for the so-called Galacticos, I think the biggest talking point here is Mbappe is finally going to reveal which club he'll be, playing for next season. Again, this guy has really milked this situation as long as he could. I am sure he has not waited this long to put pen to paper, but I don't know, man, what games is he playing? Maybe he just wants to be in the news, but yeah, he's taken his own sweet time to decide. And PSG have thrown a lot of money at him. Again, but there is that allure of Real Madrid. Maybe after 5 years, he thinks he needs a fresh challenge, and maybe that is true as well. But yeah, I think the match is a foregone conclusion. PSG should win, but it is post this match, the news, the confirmation. It is 80-20 in favor of Madrid. That will be joined in Madrid, but again, that stamp of approval from Mbappe is still required and awaited by people who care. I mean, that is not Rahul.
I mean, if rumors are to be believed, that even someone like Gianluca Di Marzio, a very reliable journalist, has said that he has actually changed his mind and he's actually going to stay at PSG. There have been rumors that he has been offered to be made the highest paid player in football or in the world, or and there are even rumors that he will have a huge say in deciding when to sack the manager, when to keep a manager. Uh, the whole team will be built around him. It's almost like he will be given a player coach role. But yeah. Uh, if the rumors are to be believed, I don't know, like, can we believe them? But these are rumors that are coming from actually reliable sources now. I mean, even I think his mother released a statement saying that he's actually the personal terms have already been agreed with both the clubs, Real Madrid and PSG. It's only his mind. So yeah, he has milked the situation as much as he can. I mean, the fact that he actually reminds me of MJF, the fact that he's so young, but he still has got that business acumen. He's 23, but yeah, he just knows how to do business and get the most money out of the teams that are interested in signing him. Yeah, the result, like you said, the less we say, the better. Yeah, does it really matter? I mean, they're playing a team that's already been relegated. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you give so much power to a player, I think there is your reason why your team has not been doing well in premier competitions. Yeah, I think these sort of deals were given to Neymar initially at PSG, and of course Messi at Barcelona. All the best to Mbappe, and especially best of luck to PSG if Mbappe agrees to stay
I
with
mean,
them. Because
I mean,
yeah,
honestly, like, if this is true, do we actually see Pochettino stay? Like, I don't. If it's up to Mbappe now, I think.
yeah, but then again, it depends whether Zidane will say, well, yes to this role. Because if Pochettino goes, then it is only Zidane who can replace him. Otherwise, it will be just another stopgap arrangement, dummy of a coach. And again, it puzzles me immensely that they had to kill and they let him go for these players. Come on. I mean, thank you, but come on. Okay, we move on to La Liga now. Tonight we have a couple of matches. Rayo Vallecano against Levante. Again, Vallecano in the mid of the table. Levante already relegated. The next match, Madrid against Betis. So Madrid will get a couple of days rest more than Liverpool if they have not been well rested enough. But as far as Betis is concerned, important match for them. Um, but then what? They really can't match Sevilla. I mean, Sevilla has a better head-to-head. So even for Betis, this is already season. Let's see how this turns out at home. Again, something that we have seen, Madrid will play their best 11, and if they play their best 11, I can see only one winner, 2-0 Madrid. Rahul?
I've got a feeling it's going to be a draw. Yeah, but I don't really think that will play a part in the obviously match against Liverpool. But I think it's also about whether you play your best level or not. But are they as motivated as they will be in the match against Liverpool? Yeah, this will be a great run out for the players. But yeah, I predict a draw, maybe a 1-1 draw.
Okay, on Sunday we have three good matches. Barcelona against Villarreal, Sociedad against Atletico, and Sevilla against Bilbao. So I think the only place up for contention is Villarreal and Atletico Bilbao. There's 1 point between them, and that is for the seventh place. That is the Conference League. Um, okay, Barcelona against Villarreal. Barcelona to win, man. I want to say a draw, but I think Barcelona will make it. 2-1. But then will Villarreal score? So maybe a 1-0. Rahul?
Yeah, I think Barcelona will win. Yeah, 2-1.
Sociedad against Atletico. Atletico closing out the season with a draw. Yeah, that is where my money is. Rahul?
I think they're actually going to lose. So Real Sociedad to win 2-1.
And finally, Sevilla against Bilbao. Come on, man. This also has to be a draw. Sevilla and draws, they're just made for each other. I mean, 4 out of the 5 matches have been draws. And if you see the season in totality, 17 draws, man, out of 37 matches. I mean, come on. So they just can't score for their life. And I think this will be a draw again. So if that is our prediction, Villarreal losing and Bilbao getting 1 point. So again, we need to know Villarreal and Bilbao head to head. Not really sure about that right now. But yeah. Oh, your prediction for
Yeah,
the last match.
it's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw, man. Sevilla and draw. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hopefully a farewell for Jules Koundé.
yeah. Just one more thing. Granada is 1 point ahead of Mallorca and Cadiz for the final relegation spot. So it is actually Osasuna against Mallorca, Granada against Espanyol, and Alaves against Cadiz. So these matches will start before the 3 matches that we discussed. Okay, just pick the team that you think will go down, Rahul. Right now it's Cadiz in the bottom 3 because of worse head-to-head against Mallorca.
Yeah.
Out of the 3.
Oh my God. I've got a feeling it's Cadiz who actually stay where they are. They go down. I think Mallorca, they've still got a trip to. Sorry?
Cadiz are playing Alaves.
Yeah. Cadiz are playing Alaves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the fact that Granada playing at home against someone like Espanyol, so they've still got a chance, whereas Mallorca, they've got a difficult trip away to Osasuna. But I still feel like because of the fact that Cadiz are actually going to a team that's already been relegated, I think Alaves will play without the pressure, and they would want to end their campaign in the top flight on a high. So yes, I'm still gonna go with the way it is right now. I think Cadiz will go down. Yeah.
I think Mallorca will go down. Let's see. Okay. Now we move on to your favorite league, Rahul. And I think the league that has given the most ups and downs and twists and turns throughout the season, the Serie A. We have Torino against Roma tonight. Again, Roma have a final to play on Wednesday, so they get their match early. If Roma win this match, they automatically secure the place in the Europa League. But I somehow think this will be a draw, man. They will give one more chance to Fiorentina to win their final match and leapfrog them. And unfortunately, yeah, I don't foresee them winning this 1-1 draw. Down.
Yeah, I don't either actually. Yeah. Torino have got a great form at home. I mean, someone like Bremer we talked about before, and the fact that I actually think Roma will make some changes. I think Mourinho will rest a few players. I mean, it's his biggest Roma game till now. He will obviously have an eye on it. He has said this before as well that it's like putting all the eggs in the Conference League basket. I would not be surprised if Roma actually lost, but I'm still gonna go for a draw. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to tomorrow's match, we have Atalanta against Empoli. I think this match is a draw. Atlanta at home, maybe 2-2. Down.
Yeah. I mean, let's go for an Atlanta victory, man. They finally win a match, I guess, at home to end everything on a high. Yeah, man. I mean, Empoli, they don't really have anything to play for. I mean, Atlanta will not be in a European place, but they would still want to end on a high. So I'm going to go for a narrow victory for Atalanta.
Okay, so in order to secure Europa League status, Juventus have to do it the hard way. They have to beat Juventus at home. Fiorentina have to do it the hard way. They have to beat Juventus at home. I don't see that happening as well. I think even that match will be a draw. And that means if both the teams draw, Roma are they basically qualify for the Europa League. A 2-2. 2-2. Rahul?
Yeah, I think Roma stay where they are. That is sixth. I mean, yes, the fact that in a way Juventus don't really have anything to play for, but the fact that the rivalry, because of Vlahovic's transfer, they've already actually beat Fiorentina 1-0 at the stadium, I think, in the Coppa Italia. And we all know how difficult it is for Fiorentina to score goals. I mean, they've still not replaced someone like Vlahovic. And the result, the 2-2 draw against Lazio. I'm gonna go for. I don't think that they will beat Fiorentina twice in a season at their home stadium. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw as well. Yeah, 1-1.
Okay. And the final match on Saturday is Lazio against Hellas Verona. Hellas Verona, a home victory for Lazio, 3-1. Around.
I'm gonna go for 3-2. 3-2 Lazio. They cement
Okay.
their first position.
Okay, on Sunday, it all boils down to Sunday, man. The first match, I think the appetizer, especially against Napoli, the fortune of both the teams have been sealed. Napoli on paper, the better team, and I think they should win this. Any contradictory thoughts here out?
Not really. I mean, let me just check it now. Spezia are 16th. Yeah, so they're safe. Napoli obviously would want to end on a high. So many players leaving or potentially leaving. Obviously, someone like Koulibaly, just 1 year left on his contract, linked with so many big clubs. Insigne already leaving. Someone like their Belgian striker Dries Mertens. So yes, I think Napoli have got a job at hand. But yes, as far as this match is concerned, I'm gonna go for a Napoli victory.
Okay. Then we have the Milan clubs, Inter playing Sampdoria and Sassuolo hosting AC Milan. Both the Milan teams to win, and the Scudetto goes to AC Milan after, I don't know, a decade, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, that's been the prediction for, I don't know, since the start. So, I'm not going to change my thought.
Yeah, I agree. I think after Sampdoria's victory over Fiorentina, they're gonna be like Everton. I think so. Yeah, great moment for Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan win. But having said that, I expect AC Milan to win as well, even though they lost in the corresponding 3-1 at home to Sassuolo. Scamacca scored, I think. I mean, Romagnoli had a howler and yeah, had a poor game. He's another player who's leaving, I think, on a free. But yeah, I don't see AC Milan dropping point in this match. Yeah, man. I mean, maybe like we said, we've actually jinxed Sassuolo by calling them the Giant Killers. 2-1 AC Milan.
Yeah. And then we have the small matter of relegation, Salernitana against Udinese and Venezia against Cagliari. So right now, Salernitana are 2 points ahead of Cagliari. I'm not sure about the head-to-head, but on the flip side, in favor of Cagliari, they are actually playing the bottom placed side in Venezia. But then Salernitana are playing at home, so I think Salernitana they'll somehow survive, and Cagliari could go down. I mean, that is the easier prediction right now. Rahul?
Yeah, it's a difficult away game for someone like Cagliari. Whereas the fact that Salernitana are playing at home, I'm pretty sure the home crowd will back them up. I mean, they've already done so much. Like they've already done so well to be in a position where they are. I mean, just a month or so ago, it looked like it was a done deal. The Salernitana would go down. Like nobody would have predicted that they would be in this position. And yes, they since then they have made things a little more difficult for themselves with a couple of draws here and there. But what a fairy tale it would be, right? If I mean, yeah, Cagliari to go down, man. Yeah, the fact that they sacked someone like Walter Mazzari, and then yeah, it's a huge difference of 2 points at this point in time. I'm gonna go for Salernitana to survive. They win their match, and Cagliari lose.
Yeah, so that's it from us, guys. That's our final preview of all the league matches across, the top five football leagues in Europe. We'll definitely be back reviewing all these matches and the couple of European finals that are left for this season. Thank you so much for watching and yeah, take care. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.